Welcome back to Grace Walk Farm. Today we're canning pineapple. Now, I know I recently showed you guys a recipe for no pectin pineapple jam, and several of you asked if I would show how to can pineapple chunks. So that's what we're doing today. So you'll see me here peeling and coring my pineapple and slicing it into tidbits or chunks and then filling up my jars. And then we're going to take the cores from the middle of each pineapple and put them in our Dutch oven and cover them with water, and those are going on the stove to come up to a simmer. Meanwhile, I'm filling up my water bath pot, and we're going to water bath can these pineapple chunks today. So here's the cores, and you can see they are simmering in some boiling water. There is no sugar added to this. This is just kind of the pineapple scraps. And we're going to use this to make a syrup that will essentially be the liquid in our jars that we cover our pineapple with. All right, we've been canning pineapple. I've got my pineapple chunks in the jars. And in the pan behind me, I've got all of the cores and some of the peels and scraps that are just simmering in boiling water. I'm gonna boil those for about 15 minutes, and that is the liquid that we will use to top off our jars. So I don't add any sugar to mine. You do you. If you want your pineapple sweeter, you can certainly add some sugar and make like a sugar syrup. I just use the natural sugars in the pineapple itself. So by boiling those down, filled the pot up with water, boil it for 15 minutes, it's going to reduce or release a ton of flavor. So we'll top these jars off with the syrup here in just a minute, and we'll get them in the canner. Here in my pot, I've put all of my cores and some of the skins and just scrap pieces from when we chopped the pineapple. And I have boiled this for 15 minutes at a good rolling boil, and it has made a sugar syrup. It smells delicious. And we're gonna use this to top off the pineapple in our jars. Instead of using like a sugar syrup, we're gonna use the natural sugars in our fruits, so no extra sugars needed for this recipe. Let's start jarring them up. Now we're going to clean off our jars from all of the stickiness of that pineapple juice. So I wipe the rims down with vinegar, and then I add my lids and my rings, and we'll get these into the canner. Now, pineapple chunks should be processed in a hot water bath canner or a steam canner. Either will work, and you want to process them for 20 minutes for quarts. If you're doing pint jars, the smaller jars, you can do 15 minutes. Of course, you'll need to adjust that for your altitude. So I'm actually canning my quarts of pineapple for 25 minutes, which is adjusted for my altitude. If you have questions about that, you can just Google canning altitude chart and figure out how long to can for where you live. It's a little different for everybody. But here's a look at our final product, our beautiful pineapple chunks. And I can tell you this lasted not very long. The kids loved it. My son in particular loves to eat this kind of pineapple as a snack. So we really enjoy these, and anytime I see pineapple that's on sale, I snag it and we can it and add it to the pantry. So next time you see pineapple on sale, you can do the same thing now that you know how to can your own pineapple. Home canning doesn't have to be scary and intimidating. You got this.